Would you say that most people have a diversification in crypto that are our clients, or you see people primarily siloed in one asset?
No, I would say probably 80 to 90%. So a very high percentage are diversified into multiple different assets. Rare that we have somebody just holding one asset. I would say, and if that is the case, it generally would tend to be like we see some Bitcoin holders that just they've been in Bitcoin for a long time and they just tend to hold
The blue chip, it's safe. Follow that one. I know, kind of like, if you don't have time to pay attention to something a whole lot, do all the research, you just want something easy, which is what I think a lot of people want to do, especially if they don't have an advisor that can help them navigate stuff. They're just like, okay, this seems like the sure play. I'm just going to continue to dollar cost average and work my way in there.
Yep. Most clients, like I said, they come to us with a portfolio of like 20 different tokens. We'll probably talk to them about it. Might make sense to kind of pare that down. You can't really because there's so many projects, and back to your point about it takes some action on their part to just be kind of up to speed on what's going on. Again, going back to the whole conviction thing, if they don't really understand what they're holding and why they're holding it, and there's a downturn, bad things can potentially happen. That's when people look to sell at the bottom kind of thing. So when they do come to us with a portfolio like that, I know advisors will have a conversation about, we probably should pare this down and go through which tokens would make sense to peel off. And if they're holding like $1,500 worth of a token in a couple $100,000 portfolio, something like that, unless they're really attached to it, like those kind of things, they tend to be like, yeah, I've just been holding this thing. I don't really care whether I hold it anymore, and they kind of minimize. But that's another piece. Yeah. We do have clients even that come to us that have not been in crypto. They want to get into crypto. And for them, starting off in some amount of a diversified portfolio is kind of, again, what they're used to and what they look to us to help provide guidance on which tokens should I hold, why should I hold them, that kind of thing.
Yeah, which I think you guys do a fantastic job of educating clients